So, real quick, my thoughts on this stupid ass debate. It was nice to see Hillary talk to the way she was by Trump on television and see Bill called out for the scumbag rapist piece of shit that he is. Good stuff. But honestly, aside from that, it was a shit show from start to finish. Imagine what we look like to other people outside of the United States. Trust me, it's not what mainstream America thinks. I know most Americans think, oh, we're seen as these liberators in this awesome country and this source of freedom throughout the world. More and more we're being seen as a joke. Do you really think people are proud of America right now, abroad, looking from the outside in at the shit show that's going on? All the intelligent people in the United States, 350 million people, right? All the intelligent people in this country, Trump and Clinton are the two best options. Oh, I'm sorry. There's Jill Stein and Gary Johnson. Really? Really? Popeye, they're great. No. They're great because they're better to you, because they're better than the shitty options that everybody else is willing to pick from. No. They all suck. All of them. It's all a show anyway. It's all theater. It's all theater. I'm telling you right now, if Trump gets in, it's going to be the same police state bullshit, okay? And in fact, you're going to have even a bigger police state because he's all about, giving cops more power. They need this, they need that, we need to bring stop and frisk back. What? That shit was ruled unconstitutional. Well, Popeye, you're white. What do you care? What do you mean, what do I care? That's a retarded-ass argument. Anybody that even says that should be smacked across the fucking mouth and have your teeth knocked out. That is dumb. Everybody should give a shit about the police state. It's not a black thing. It's not a Latino thing. It's not a minority thing. It's an everybody thing. I've been saying this since Ferguson. They changed the opinion of the police state. Before that, nobody wanted a police state. Everybody used to say, how come these cops are driving around in MRAPs? And how come they have camouflage gear on and they look like special forces and they're playing army man? They're police officers. What's going on? Nobody thought that was cool. Everybody was starting to point it out, including the mainstream media. Then Ferguson happened, and suddenly those people were rioting, and it was okay for the cops to have their weapons because they needed it to defend themselves from those people. And then the racial divide was fed, and gasoline was poured on that. Out of chaos, order. That's their motto. Actually, it's order from chaos. Order ab chaos. They create the chaos, and then they say, we'll come in. We're the knights in shining armor. We'll come in. We'll fix everything. They're not really fixing anything. They're just getting you to go along with the agenda that they had already set that they wanted to do. But they knew they couldn't pull that shit off unless they changed the mindset of the general public. Where have I heard that before? Oh, rebuilding America's defenses. The PNAC document came out about a year before 9/11. Project for a New American Century. Ironically, Marco Rubio, that was his little running slogan when he was running for president. I'm going to bring a new American century. Oh, I'll bet you we're going to. So, PNAC, Project for a New American Century. They have a document, a white paper, came out about a year before 9/11, called Rebuilding America's Defenses. And in it, they talk about this, new American military, new American foreign policy, and domestic policy. They wanted to change foreign and domestic, which you've seen. Police state, wars abroad. They wanted to start taking over countries, kicking dictators out, spreading democracy. They knew they couldn't do any of this without the American people being behind it. The American people were not in the frame of mind to do any of this. No one wanted any more wars. Everybody wanted peace, love, and harmony. So long story short, it says in this document, we won't be able to get this goal accomplished in the time frame that we want it accomplished without a catalyzing and catastrophic event such as a new Pearl Harbor. And a year later, 9/11 happens. And ironically, I'm sure this is just coincidence, right? But, and that's sarcasm for the people that aren't sure, a good portion of the people that were involved in PNAC were in the Bush administration on 9/11. I'm sure that's just a coincidence, where they talk about, hey, we need some super huge event to help bring about chaos, and then we can offer our idea that we already have formulated here as the solution to the chaos. And the general public won't know because they're not paying attention. 9/11 in a nutshell. But they do it with everything. They're doing it with the election. They do it with the racial divide. It's time to wake up, America. It really is time to wake up. When you look at us from an outsider's perspective, once in a while you hear somebody, oh, we still think America is a beacon of freedom. If you go to Europe and you see what they see on TV, you see what foreign countries see of us on television, it's embarrassing. They see some whatever little news story on the BBC or whatever their local channel is, France, Germany, whatever. I happen to be, it was in the Netherlands, so they got their information from the BBC. And it was that, Comedy Central, and MTV that they had, that like every place that any place that I've been when I was in the Netherlands, I've been there multiple times. And every time I've been there, didn't matter what place I stayed at, the channels were on the TV were the same options, and it was the same stuff. What they saw of us was the same thing. I mean, there's documentaries and they have like Discovery and all that other shit, but what they see mainly of us is entertainment bullshit. And then you see that shit, the debate the other night where they're being unprofessional to one another, and there was no policies talked about. Everybody's talking about whether or not Trump's a mean guy and said, I grab women by the pussy, or whether or not Hillary Clinton is evil. I mean, which she is, but whether or not, she's evil and wrong for attacking Trump because her husband is a rapist, and that's a valid argument, but that's not really something that we should be debate. It's a presidential debate. What happened to debates like, people like Kennedy? What happened where there was some substance, where they talked solutions, they actually talked about the problems? They don't talk about problems. And if they do discuss the problems, these politicians discuss it in little one-liners, little quick sound bites. It's time to wake up, America. It's time to wake up. It really is time to wake up. We need to take our country back. It doesn't mean a violent revolution. It's a revolution of the mind. All this bullshit stops when people start using this logic. The media has everybody worked up over emotion, whether it's the Trump supporters or the Clinton supporters. Everybody's arguments are invalid because most of them are logical fallacies. Doesn't matter which side you're on. Oh, A or B, got to pick a side, right? Because you got to have everybody fighting amongst each other while you retain complete control. Oh, kind of like my federaljack.com t-shirt, right? Right? Kind of like t-shirt. Here's the people that really pull the strings, and here's your frigging politicians, your Republican and your Democrat. It's all bullshit. It's a puppet show. That's what it is. It's a puppet show. It's a live-action puppet show. The media is what makes you believe it because they talk about it and they do analysis of it. They're part of the puppet show. They're part of the stage crew. Some of them know it. Many of them don't. They actually buy into their own bullshit. That's important. Compartmentalization actually makes them more effective when they actually believe what they're saying and what they're doing is right and justified. Because then they'll do it 100 times harder and they'll keep busting their butts. Compartmentalization. Anyway, enough of me ranting. I just wanted to throw this rant up. I haven't been able to get online with the storm and everything else going on. Been super busy. I haven't been able to get online and go off about this shit. So, there you have it. Popeye's rant for the day. Wake up, America. It really is time to wake up. More shows coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. I got a bunch of older archives that I've been editing up and getting ready, and I got new interviews that I'm doing. Everything's going to be released right now over on PopeyeRadio.com or here on YouTube in the video format. And the audio is always over on PopeyeRadio.com. And so people know really quick, the website, PopeyeRadio.com, when you go there, it brings you to a directory listing of just all of my show archives. It's just an old school, like 1990s style directory listing. It'll come up white page with the names of the shows in blue, and it'll just be a list of them. And it'll have, like, say Down the Rabbit Hole with Popeye, January 15th, whatever year, and then the subtitle, and then the next one. I did it that way so it would work with everybody's computer, phone, type of the internet-connected device. If you can click on a link, you can use that. And all you do is one of two ways. Two different options you can do with it. You can either click the link and stream it right to your device, your computer, or whatever, and right from the site, and play it that way. Or you can click the link, and when you click the link, or you right-click the link, rather, and you save as and download it. Keep it. That's the whole point of me putting them up there. Download those shows. Please, ladies and gentlemen, download my archives, spread them around, listen to them. Listen 2 or 3 times if you need to. There's so much substance there. I'm not patting myself on the back, but that's, 5 years of my life's work. Trust me, there's a lot of stuff there. And it's all for free. I'm not charging any money for it. The whole point of me doing this is to enlighten humanity and help make humanity level up, raise their consciousness to the next level. Anyway, thank you for listening to my rant. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, as I always say when I'm on air, and I wholeheartedly mean this, the solutions to our problems are most definitely an inside job. You people are the superheroes that you've been waiting for, so go out and go be that superhero. Go out and be the change that you wish to see in this world. I love you all. I'll catch you all again soon.